Hello again, Internet. Thank you for joining. I know it's been a week or so since I did my last video, so if you're joining me again, thank you for sticking around. You might notice that it sounds a little bit different. That's twofold. One, took some of the feedback on board from people that the audio could use some improvement, and I've got a new microphone set up. But I've also been moving offices, so got a new office, new microphone. I have no idea if I'm sitting in an echo chamber, so this is going to be a fantastic little experiment for us to go on this journey together. I thought a good quick little video to get things back up and running again. Been working on a new website to go with my new office and new microphone. It's a very exciting time at the moment. And with that new website, I've needed to set up a heap of new images, and I'm doing that at multiple sizes for multiple different viewport sizes, so that people aren't downloading a 4K image when they're on their phone. So as part of that, I've needed to work out different pixel lengths and heights for things, or widths and heights for things, based on certain aspect ratios. So most of it's been 16 by 10, because that's a pretty common aspect ratio to deal with. Now, as part of that, I'm not terrific at maths, and I thought, why not make a Python script to do that maths for me? So let's jump in. We'll set it up, and let's go. We'll start off by setting up what our function is going to be. So define calc short. Now we're going to do also define calc long. This is because sometimes I want to be I'll know the long side or I'll know the short side, and I will want the other value. So two functions, heck, why not? We'll go def main, we'll set up our menu in there, and then we'll run our main. Perfect. All right, so let's start with the easy bit first. Let's set up the menu. So we'll just go while true. We want to print. We'll go /n dash, just to make it pretty, /n, and then we'll go aspect ratio calculator /n, and then actually let's go a little bit wild. We'll make it, actually look vaguely symmetrical when it's printed out. Cool. Okay, so now let's do the actual menu print. And we will go 1, calculate long side, and then print 2, calculate short side. We'll have an option 3 for exit. Now we're going to need to take in an input. So we will say option equals, we're going to typecast. We were doing a bit of typecasting today. I don't feel like we've done it heaps. So if you want to make something an int that would ordinarily be a string, we will typecast our input. So we'll say input, which would normally come in as a string, please enter your selection. Now, we've got that set up. I'm just going crazy with the new line characters today. I'm a wild man. On the topic of being a wild man, we can normally want to do these menus semi-alright. If this, elif, else, cool, done. We're going to use matches today. So for this, you are going to need Python 3.10. If you don't, watch one of my other videos where I do it nested if statements. Not even nested, just long if statements, if else statements. For the menu, follow that method or install a new version of Python, I guess. But that's not always possible. A lot of people, like, they're very into the 2.x Python world. I know that there's like, it's almost like rival gangs sometimes. So I feel like if you're in that rival gangs camp, you probably know how to do an if else statement though. So today, matches, we're going to go case 1. We typecast, so we don't need to put any quotation marks around it, but we do need to put our colon in the right place, which is an interesting statement to make on a Tuesday afternoon. Our option 1 was calculating the long side, so we'll go calc long. Option 2 is going to be case 2 calc short. Then option 3, so case 3, we'll just say break, so it breaks out of semicolon, not in Python, buddy. So it breaks out of our while loop and therefore exits. Now, the sort of catch-all, if you're familiar with like a JavaScript where you would put in like default, is just case underscore. And for that, we're going to say print, please select a valid option 1 to 3. Excellent. Okay, and I think that's us set up as far as the menu goes. Now, not gonna lie, this is like my 3rd or 4th attempt at recording this. The first time I actually got pretty much to the end and then realized that the laptop had just decided to stop recording. This time that hasn't happened. What I will do though, while I'm distracted and we're taking a break, just say if you're enjoying this, hey, please feel free to subscribe, like the video, drop a comment down below. If you've got any feedback, say you're gonna quit right now because something is so terrible, drop that down in the comments so I know what sucks about these videos. Now, let's keep going. So, calculating our short side. So, when we're calculating our short side, we're going to specify our aspect ratio. So, aspect ratio equals 16 divided by 10. Now, if you wanted to be super awesome with building this, and you don't actually care about 16 by 10, you just want to work out ratios, right? Like that's your thing. You could set an input in your main to capture an aspect ratio and then pass it through, because I'm going to need to specify that again when we do our calculate long. Not the most efficient way of doing things, but it is the way I'm doing things. So just because it's better doesn't mean that's the way you have to do it. Today, we're not doing it the better way. We're doing it the easy way. And the more static way, because I only care about one aspect ratio, so I don't need to input it. That's just extra effort on the input side. Now, rant over. So we're calculating short, so we're going to say short equals, no, we are not. Stephen, that's silly. We're going to say long equals int, what am I doing? Okay. Long equals, we're going to typecast our response, and we're going to take an input. It took me a while, but I got there. Please enter the long side length. Excellent. All right. Now we have our long side and our aspect ratio, the two things we need to calculate our short side. We will say short equals int, and we will go long divided by aspect ratio. Wonderful. Now we have our value. So now we're going to print it out. We will say print f, and we will go /n. We're going to go stars this time. The reason I'm being a bit fussy with the formatting is because I have already done this, obviously, and when I ran it, it was sort of, because the menu is going to load once we get our answer, it's kind of hard to read. So the stars, they help with that. So we're going to say ratio is, and then we're going to go long, short, and then we're going to go wild with our stars again. Save. All right, and that's our short calculator. Now let's do long. So we'll set our aspect ratio again. As I said, there's probably better ways to do this. 16 divided by 10, space it out so it looks consistent. We'll call it a consistent variable name. You could probably also set this at a global level, I think, maybe. But that's not what I'm about. So aspect ratio is this. We will say we want to take our short side in this time, so we'll say int input, please enter the short side length. And we will now we've got our aspect ratio and we've got our short side, we can calculate our long side. So long equals, and we will specify it as an int, and we'll say short, not short, times, this time, aspect ratio. Perfect. Okay. Now we'll print it out again. Perhaps something also, we could just return the value and set a print at the main level. Not going to, this is good. It'll get the job done. So, ratios.python is what I've called it. We've got it's red, it's angry, we've got an arrow down here. It's not an error, it's just Python saying, hey, you need Python 3.10 or newer to use match. We're good. All right, so let us now jump into PowerShell. Python ratio, sneak peek of what the original was called when I first did this. Is that what I called it? Ratios.py. Let's run it. I'm kind of surprised that actually worked. Don't like that I used a full stop instead of a colon at the end of please enter your selection. Bit weird. Also, no space. Went to all that effort to format it pretty. No, it's not happening. Exit. Let's go back in, we're fixing it. Here we go. Excellent, okay. Let's fire it up again. Ah, yeah, perfect, all right. But I don't like the original set. So clear, run. There we go. Okay, this now I'm happy. Now, let's start by calculating our long side. So I've done a few, that's not how you spell length. Anyway, I've done a few of these now. So I know if I've got a short side of 1200 on a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, what we should see is 1920 as our long side. Excellent, we've got 1920, 1200, perfect. We'll do it the other way around now. Option 2, we'll go 1920 equals, perfect. 1920, 1200, is 3 going to exit for us? You know it. Excellent, all right, well, there you have it. Handy little aspect ratio calculator. Could the code be more efficient? Yeah, sure. Does this work and get the job done? Heck yeah, it does. So if you found this helpful, like the video. If you want to see more of it, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, get notified when the new videos are coming out. If you've got any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Good, bad, whatever. Go nuts. Comments down below. Feedback, always welcome. Feedback's a gift, I think. So yeah, look, excited to be continuing this journey. Still very new to the whole YouTube thing, so still learning a lot. Have no idea what the audio is going to be like on this, but fingers crossed it is a good outcome for us all. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you're at. Have a good one.